Throughout the years, we've seen a number of technological advancements that have completely transformed the world. It was 1982, we saw the Commodore 64, and it revolutionized the way people thought about and used the personal computer. Then in 2007, we got our hands on the very first iPhone, and it changed the entire landscape of how we communicate with each other. Then for a long time, nothing happened. Until today. Setting up camp and keeping an eye on your motorhome has never been easier thanks to the all-new Touch and Go control. The entire control panel is now right here. You're gonna love using this. It's easy, it's convenient. You're gonna find it on select Class A and select Class C RVs. We're shooting this in a Class C because there are extra bonus features using the key fob. First thing you're gonna wanna do is get your phone connected to the control panel. So swipe on over and you can select your RV control or your AGS. You're gonna wanna download the AGS 15 app, and in your black bag, there is a QR code. You can take a picture of that. That will pull up the app. You download it. That's also where you're going to find the access code. Do not lose that code. We'll show you how to save it to your phone in a little bit, but go ahead and type that code in, and now your head unit is paired with your phone. To pull up either your RV control or your auto gen start, you can do that a couple of ways. You can do that swiping right here through the screen. Also here on your thumb pad, on the source button, you can take and pull up what you need. We're gonna start with RV control and just let it sit there, and it will pull up in just a couple seconds. Now, everything on the screen is going to be mirrored on your phone. So let's go ahead and go through what we see here on the main screen. First up, our shore power fault. So when you're plugged into shore power, if there would be a fault in hooking up, that will turn red. Our propane tank is 100%, so we are ready to go there. Over here is where you take and check your tank levels from your fresh, your black, and your gray. If your unit has no slides, this area will be blank. If it has one slide like we are in right now, you'll see one slide button. If you have two slides, then two slide buttons will show up there. So when you're ready to extend or retract your slide, remember you need to set your parking brake and you need to start the engine. You simply hold down the button in the direction you want to go, say extend, and the slide will go out. When you're ready to bring it in, hit retract and the slide will come in. This is your emergency start button. In the event that your chassis battery would die, you can use your house batteries to start your RV. You simply hold down the emergency start button, you turn your key, and then power from your house batteries will be routed over to your chassis battery and your RV will fire up. The control panel right here, turn on your black tank heater, turn on your gray tank heater, and you can turn your water pump on from here as well. You can go ahead and turn those off. When you're ready to take a look at your generator and set the auto gen start, all you have to do is tap the button of the generator right up here, and you will see all of the features and functions. We're gonna go through the manual mode first. You're gonna see your battery levels, 14.4 volts right now on your house batteries. The temperature is important when you get into your auto gen start settings. If you wanna start it manually right from here, all you have to do is hit the prime button, make sure that that is ready to roll, and then you tap the start button, and your generator fires up. You're gonna give it a few seconds as all that power has to go through the transfer switch. The transfer switch has to realize, hey, we're getting power now from the generator, and your generator right here turns green just like that, and you can see your generator is running. You can also do the same thing from your app. When you're ready to stop it, just hit the stop button, and your generator shuts off. When you're ready to dial in your auto gen start, you're gonna use all of the features and functions over here on the left side. To enable your auto gen start, just take and slide this over and it will be orange. Down below, ignition, that slides over when the engine is on, and notice your AGS enable slides off. And then when you turn the motor off, that slides over, and we're just going to enable our auto gen start. The last 4 columns down here on the left are the parameters you're going to set for your generator to fire up. First up is battery levels. You can slide that over. Right now it is set from the factory, so the generator will start when your house batteries get down to 11.5 volts, and then it stops when it reaches 13.3. Runtime limits here is how long you want the generator to run. Comes from the factory at a minimum of 20 minutes and a maximum of 300. And you go and dial that in down to 10 minutes, go up to a half an hour, and over here on your max, you can dial in the settings over there as well on how long you want the generator to run. Your start temperature, that will fire up the generator when the temperature inside the motorhome reaches a certain temperature. Right now we have it at 80, which is really hot. So if you're traveling with pets, go ahead, crank that down to whatever you think. But you're not done yet. Let's head back to the thermostat. In order for your AC to fire up, it needs to be on. So we're going to turn this to cool. We're going to turn our fan to low. We're going to set our temperature to 70, and our AC is ready to roll. If you do not take this second step and the AC is turned off, the generator will fire up, but it is only going to charge your batteries. You can have both of these on at the same time. We also have quiet time. You slide that over. Now you can set the quiet time on your generator. So when you're at a campsite and they have the quiet hours, they say you have to behave and not run your generator, you can set the start time. So let's say they have quiet time at 10:30 because they're crazy camping. You can party it up to 10:30, and then you're gonna get some early birds who are gonna be up, and they say, okay, you know what, 6:30. So now the generator will not run between the hours of 10:30 at night and 6:30 in the morning. And that is how you set your auto gen start. So you have everything dialed in, and it's been great for your stay, but you're moving to another campsite. It's going to be a different climate, different quiet time. You want to reset all the parameters. All you have to do is hit the reset button, and everything will default to the original settings, and then you can go ahead and dial it in to your preferences to wherever it is you're staying. Class C bonus feature time. You can also start your generator using the key fob. By pressing the 1 button, that will take and start your generator. You hold it down and your generator fires up. Pretty cool, right? And then you press the number 2 button and that will stop your generator. So on top of generator controls on the key fob, obviously you can lock and unlock the door like you would with any key fob nowadays. But let's say somebody you're traveling with has the key fob and you want to lock the passenger and driver door. Class C bonus feature time. Right here on the app, you press the door button, you'll get a lock and an unlock, and now you can take and unlock only the passenger and driver's door on the cab. It will not take and lock the door leading into the motorhome. That you're gonna have to do, but a pretty cool feature that you can take and control if the key fob's not in your possession. If you'd like to add a second key fob, you can do that in the app. And let's scroll through the app here for a few minutes. We have our module status and register. You can see when everything is green, it is online. We talked about adding an extra key fob. At the bottom here, that is red because we don't have a second key fob registered. If you'd like to get a second key fob hooked up, that's going to be down to your RK2 register. You press that, you press your lock button. It takes you through everything to do. You just press the lock button and you're now going to have that remote paired. It's just that easy. Down below, a few other things. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Indicator register. This is going to be the control module on the door. We're going to go over here in just a minute. If in the event that would become unpaired, indicator register, that is how you register that. You press the blue button over there and that will get that connected. Gateway register, that is the little thumb pad over here on your steering wheel. In the event that would become disconnected, you go to gateway register and it says press the source button. You hold the source button down and success. That is all registered, so now you can use the source button to scroll through there. RKE1 register, in the event your key fob would become disconnected, go ahead and connect it right back up there. Next down, we have our accumulated generator runtime. Right now, this generator has a total of 1 minute on it. Obviously, the hours will go up as you run it longer. And don't forget, keep up with the maintenance on your generator. That is all laid out in the manual. Firmware updates can be checked right here. We have the latest version. show app passcode. Remember, we talked about saving that passcode because you do not want to lose that, because only one phone can be logged in at the same time. So your app passcode is shown here, and then you hit the little download, and then it will take and it will download it to your photo gallery. Factory reset, you can go ahead and reset the entire thing, and then log out right here is how you log out. So the last piece of the control panel is located right here on the door. Let's take a look at how this is set up and how easy this is to use. Real quick, as you're heading in and out, you can take a look at your battery level, your fresh tank, your auto gen start, your black tank, and your gray tank. So for your battery, when the house battery voltage is lower than what's preset from the generator start voltage, that's going to turn red. Your fresh water level, right now it is set at red because it is empty. When it's from 1/3 of a tank to empty, it's red. When it's anywhere from 2/3 to full, that is green. Working our way up, our AGS button, when your AGS is set, that is going to be red. When your generator is running, it's green. That center button, when you're leaving and you want to set the auto gen start, all you have to do is tap it. You're ready to go. Next one over, that's going to be our black tank. When the black water tank level is full to 2/3, that's going to be red. That means you need to empty that. When it's 1/3 to empty, that means it's good to go and it is going to be green. And that same is going to apply for your gray tank. There are also the lights on here that you may think, I don't want those on while I'm sleeping. All you have to do is hold the center button down for 2 seconds and those lights will turn off. And then you can just press 2 seconds again and turn those back on. It's intuitive, it's easy to use, it's awesome. It's the all new touch and go control. If you need more videos like this one on how to use all the features and functions of your Thor Motor Coach RV, we have them for you on the owner's resource page at thormotorcoach.com.